Yo, what's up, Cougars? I'm here with Miss Griffith
What up, y'all?
and Mr. Randy Sawyer, the man himself.
Hi.
And we're gonna do this problem because
If we can. I'm not sure if I know how to do it, though.
so first down, first
First
thing,
down.
first
and 10.
Let's write down what we know, Miss Griffith. What do we know?
We know that the area is 49 feet squared. And area of a rectangle is a base times a height, or an x times a y if you would prefer. So x times y is 49.
That's beautiful, Miss Griffith. And Mr. Sawyer, what do you know about the perimeter of a rectangle?
Well, I believe the perimeter is where you're going to take two of those sides of that rectangle and add them together, and take the other two sides and add them together, which would be the same thing as taking your 2x and your 2y together.
Did you just
Wow.
fart?
No, you can't say fart on. Mr. Sawyer, thank you. You are certainly a math expert.
It's true, I am.
Now, Miss Griffith, in this problem, what do we want to know or want to find?
I really want to get the perimeter to be a minimum value. So I would really like to find the x and the y value that will make that perimeter a minimum, and just know that perimeter.
Keeping the same area.
With a smiley face at the end.
All right. So if I'm going to minimize the perimeter, hint, 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 what formula should I use?
I feel like you should use this p equals 2x plus 2y. What do you think, Mr. Sawyer?
Yep.
That sounds great. Now, there's a problem here. What is the issue, dear?
Well, we have two different variables on our perimeter side. And so when I go to differentiate this, because I'm assuming that's what I'm about to do. Remember, differentiation, folks, means the verb of taking a derivative. So I want to, get this y in terms of x. But I do know that the area is 49. So what if I went up to my 49 area formula up there and I said x times y equal to 49?
Wow. That would be really bright.
And then I could solve that for y, and then I could plug that in.
So if 49 equals x times y, then y must equal?
49 divided by x.
That sounds fantastic.
Now plug it in right yonder.
So the perimeter is equal to 2x plus 2 times 49 divided by x. Now it's all in terms of one variable.
I love fractions.
That's cool, Mr. Sawyer. So I have my perimeter. Now it's calculus time.
Can I rewrite this as 98x to the negative 1, Mr. Swan?
I guess so, if you need that in your life. 2x plus
Does that make it easier?
98x to the negative first power.
I think I like that power rule better for the derivative.
Okay.
That sounds great. So now let's go to the calculus land over here. And the derivative of the perimeter, we could call it p prime if you really want to.
I'm fine with that. Or dp dx, whatever.
Okay. Miss Griffith wants to use dp dx.
So I got 2 minus 98x to the negative 2.
You're really good at calculus.
I know.
And we could also rewrite that.
Well, a negative exponent, we reciprocate. So 2 minus 98 over x squared. And then if I wanted to make a common denominators, I could write that as 2x squared over x squared and combine. So it could all be into one fraction of 2x squared minus 98 all over x squared.
Woo! We are learning so much right now. It's nice to have two math experts like yourselves here with me today. Well, that's great. Now, since I'm finding a minimum, how am I going to use that derivative, guys?
Critical points.
We're going to find the critical points so I can make a
Table of values.
Okay.
Perimeter.
So let's find the critical points. Critical points are where the derivative equals 0 or where it does not exist. So Our derivative equals 0 when 2x squared minus 98 equals 0. Let's solve away. 2x squared equals 98, and x squared equals 49, and x equals a positive and negative 7.
That was so nice of you to use a perfect square, Mr. Swan.
I just copied this out of the textbook. And then the derivative does not exist when x equals 0. So my critical points are x equals 0, and
7 and negative 7.
But negative 7 wouldn't make sense. We can't have a side of negative 7.
That makes
so I'm not.
sense.
It's not in the reasonable domain.
What
Therefore,
if we measure backwards?
oh, good thing Mr. Sawyer's cute. And then our perimeter. Let's find our perimeters. If x is 0,
We don't have a perimeter because you don't have a rectangle if one of your sides doesn't have a length, Mr. Swan.
well, that certainly is unfortunate.
That's called a line.
Now, if x is 0, sorry, if x is 7, my bad, then our perimeter would be perimeter of 7 equals 2 times 7 plus 98 over 7.
Oh, that's easy breezy.
Yeah, did you know that 2
28.
times 7 is 14? And 98 divided by 7 is also 14. So, Miss Griffith, you're just so fast and smart. When x is 7, the perimeter is
Just
28.
ask Chris Hernandez. I'm really good at arithmetic.
I don't know who Chris Hernandez is, but he sounds lovely. So that's my only critical point. That's the only thing I got there.
So what are the units on this, Mr. Swan?
That would be feet square feet because we're talking about perimeter.
Good catch, Mr. Swan. It's a good thing you had the math experts with you.
So that is my minimum perimeter, and I checked it on my calculator, and the graph for the perimeter looks something like this. And there it was the minimum, and that's when x was equal to 7, and the perimeter was 28 feet. So
Good job.
there you go. I hope you learned something from our 2 guest speakers today. Here
Is
for
this
the
real math?
well, it's compared to statistics. Yeah,
Oh, okay, got it. Sorry.
That's probably why he struggled.